game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Beavers will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Jackson gonna throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Eakin.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. Showing off the arms. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Turner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Beavers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's reeled in, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield and sticky. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it out to 14. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With jet sweep pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Beavers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they swarm him under.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Pulls it in. It's Gentry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. To throw, it's Hammond. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pickett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Carter. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Sends it back in motion. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A 3rd down try for the offense. Back to pass, it's Hammond. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. quick spin on the ride. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 4 over Kentucky. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. With the catch, it's West. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
At the 20, he's got space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And the extra point gives him a 10-6 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the... And we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Wide
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
Trying play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Beavers are flying down the field. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle and runs through another one. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Sweet cut there. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Beavers look to do some damage in the red zone. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Up.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate knee.
Turning it on! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice, he can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Give to the back. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Right down the gut of the field. Defense picks it up. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Beaver. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. Open space at the 25. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
Extra point here will tie the game. And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carter. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his man, it's Eakin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They kick it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun to give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be a...
Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Let's go.
The Beavers are on the move.
Single. Let's go.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Card. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Pickett. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Eakin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's a hit. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Red Raiders back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for the quarterback, right? He's faced a lot of pressure. He's been hit a lot of times in this game, and it's starting to affect his body language. That time, throwing off his back leg, he just has never felt comfortable in the pocket. That's why he's throwing incompletions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Carter. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that fourth down.
On the direct snap, it's Hudson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got it in the middle, it's Bowers. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Ready.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Single. Ready.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California, late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Gentry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.